He's never going to put us in a situation that we couldn't handle. And He still didn't do that for me. But I could only see the physical. I could only see the physical. I knew exactly what I had and what I had to work with. And I just didn't have enough faith to trust in God for that little bit of time. But God still took care of me. Ultimately, what it all boils down to is, do you trust in God? Do you trust in God at home? Your four walls, front door, maybe a back door. Do you trust in God at home? When you have things that you can't handle at home, do you trust in God? Do you obey God? Do you have things that come up that were unexpected? Do you trust and obey in God? At work, do you go to work some days hating your job and thinking, man, I only come here because I've got to pay the bills? Do you trust in God? When you go there and wonder, why does God have me here? Are you trusting in God? And most importantly, if you haven't heard anything I've said today or any time I've stood behind the pulpit, I want you to listen to this. Do you trust in God at church? Are you prepared to be a leader? Because for 9 years, God was training me. God was preparing me to be in leadership, and He's doing the same for you. And when He pulls you there, are you ready? Are you ready to trust in God and go wherever He asks you to go? And if your answer is no, then my question to you is, what are you trusting in? What are you trusting in if you're not trusting in God? Psalms 40 verse 3 says, He has put a new song in my mouth. Praise to our God. He will see it and fear and will trust in the Lord. Now the praise team is going to come this morning. And Stan's going to put a song in your mouth. And as the praise team comes this morning, I want you to think about if you're ready to trust God. And if you are, I want you to stand to your feet in commitment, as an outward commitment that you're ready to trust God. But I want you to be careful, because that's a commitment to everyone around that you're ready to trust God. But remember, as you're standing, you're not standing alone. Because our God will never leave you. He will never forsake you. And you are never an orphan of God.
Amen. Amen.
Without guilt or